And so people are going to ask me this, and this is the juicy part. People are going to say, well, he doesn't look very alpha. How did he out-alpha her? Well, we're going to get to that part. Most likely it's because she is, I want to say bipolar. She certainly has a borderline personality disorder that I can diagnose right now. But you're talking about people who are very psychologically like not all together. I happen to know that, Destiny, of course, is using like Vyvanase and God knows whatever else for his ADHD. So there's also that aspect. I know that he has some sort of condition or whatever. Maybe he's got on the autistic spectrum, or he's got Asperger's syndrome or something like that. Again, not to make light of that. But I also know that he'd been married once before. I think the woman baby trapped him as well. So he has a prior marriage to this. He has a child, has a young son. And then he gets in with Melina, and now Melina is moving on. Okay. This is a prime example of a maxim that I just recently wrote about. And by the way, will end up in my book. She's not yours. It's just your turn. And he's learning that right now. Here's the nutritional value of today's show. She's not yours. It's just your turn. And that's really where sort of like this whole drama, begins and ends. And I'm going to throw this out here really quickly. Oh, am I? Yeah. How, dude? There's that attention you wanted. Tell me. Oh, you're so gossipy. Let me explain something to you about gossip here. Okay. If you're getting something out of that, if you're getting some sort of like education out of that, it's not gossip anymore. And that's the other thing is gossip is unfalsifiable. Especially when it's like when you get to the point where you can't like open your mouth about anything, or you can't point out hypocrisy. When you see a fraud and you don't call out fraud, you're the fucking fraud. It's not gossip at that point. But the problem is everybody goes, oh, it's Grandma Rolo. He's all gossip. That's all he talks about. Blah, blah, blah. No, dude. No. It's not gossip when it's fucking true. It's not like, oh, hearsay. It's not like he said, she said. This is, I'm going to show you exactly how it's not gossip here in just a second. But that's what's going to be thrown at me. In fact, I should probably address that before I even started in on this whole thing. But that's the thing is like people are going to say, oh, Rolo's a gossip. I'm like, dude, I've been in this business for fucking 22 fucking years. If I think it's interesting, I'll hit on it. I can't open my mouth. I can't even say the last name Peterson without somebody saying, oh, you're a gossip. Fuck you. Yeah, there you go. Sure, bro. Let me put this in. Let's put this in really quickly here. I want to show you how all of this began. Let's see. There it is. This is how it all began, people.
Try some vines.
Okay.
And then we got super drunk.
We need to... No.
No, we're not drunk.
Let me explain what happened.
He's like...
This one is drunk, and that guy is
No,
drunk.
it's not true. You're drunk.
So I'm babysitting these two guys because they're very drunk. So I'm trying to make sure that they become sober, right? Mm-hmm. You want to be sober? Okay. So we're going to become sober.
All right. So can we go to ADN 76 and get some more drinks?
No, don't think.
Yes, I think we should get another one.
Oh my God, you're so smart. You're like streaming more than I have. Don't fall off.
No, I'm not gonna fall off.
Wait, you're gonna fall off?
No, I'm not.
You're right at the edge.
No, I'm not.
Can you please come back?
No.
Is he okay?
Yes.
Okay. He's so mad.
I asked him for permission.
Do you know what's cool about New Zealand?
What?
I don't ever feel like I'm gonna get shot.
No, we're not gonna get shot for anything. It's gonna be fucking
Like the
sick.
worst case scenario, someone will punch me, but I'll never get actually
All right,
shot with a
so
gun.
what are we doing? Like we're sitting down by the table and we're putting down the cameras, or what are we doing?
I mean, Max, listen, I think it's going to be up to you because right now, I don't think I'm in the best spot to make that decision.
Yeah,
so
but
you're going to be negotiating with all of the patrons.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Destiny. Like, you don't have to be in the best spot to have a good conversation.
Oh no, I can have good conversations, but people get very uncomfortable when you record them.
Yeah, but we're only going to record us.
Okay, but people hear voices on the camera. Listen, Max, you're the streamer tonight. Record away.
Yeah, I'm just feeling like, what would Greek God do?
He wouldn't stream at all. He would just not.
No, who's the guy? Poseidon? Would Poseidon stream this?
He would probably get arrested by the police.
Yeah, so we're doing better than Poseidon.
Okay.
And I think that counts for something.
Okay, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck?
It's New Zealand, mate. It's not fucking America.
But we're in Queensland. They could throw them out. I don't even think you guys hit them well. What? Don't look at me like that. Are you judging me? Get away from me. Listen, can we please get the boxes first? We're going to the van anyway, so shouldn't we retrieve the boxes?
I think before the boxes, we should go through your daddy issues.
I don't have daddy issues. I don't like my parents.
And your mommy issues?
No, I don't have any of that. Listen. Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna be done pretending. Do you think she's like really like, look, you can just like do this?
Yeah, what's
Holy
that?
shit, I don't know. It's just like, she's very touchable.
Yeah, that's the way of putting it.
Do you think so?
You sure is.
Okay. Max, mate, do you think,
if you want to pee,
yeah,
we can find a spot for you, mate.
Okay, so then why don't we fucking do that?
So you see
Oh my god, we're just on the street. There's a roundabout, okay.
No, it's alright, don't worry about it. Another day, another dollar, as they say. We're just trying to take care of Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II. And this is diary log 21. Day 2 with Destiny. He's kind of a manlet, kind of like a big child. In some parts, he's very grown. Like when it comes to computers and streaming services like that, maybe even politics.
I take dumps in the forest.
Yeah.
It's fucking nice.
Yeah, but you're more connected to nature. So this is what we're doing. We're having a rehabilitation. Just sensation for Stephen, so he knows what it's like to be a real human. Because a big part of what society does today is that it disconnects you from the human experience. It makes you believe that you're not human, that you are something else, you're labels, you're a vegan, or you're a capitalist, or a different parts of just the system, so to speak.
Watch Destiny? Okay.
You like that one? Okay. I will spare you there's actually another section of this that I'm going to spare you from, just so you guys can tell. That was the dude that she left to get with Destiny. So you got to remember there's a pattern has been established here, my bro. So I'm going to try to help Destiny here. Like I meant this too, by the way, when I tweeted this out. I said, look, whatever your situation is, I don't want to see anybody self-delete. Even Destiny, I don't want to see him self-delete. As fucked up as everything that he pulled on me like back in July and August of this year, that's not my mission statement. I would rather take the noose off a guy's necks, even in my worst enemies. I would rather that happen. Like people say, well, Rollo, why don't you crush your enemies? Law 15, Rollo. Well, there's also law 2. Okay. And I think that when I look at this now, is he redeemable? Is he savable? Probably not. And he's probably going to just think of this as me being like patronizing him. And in a way it probably is. But that was Melina's now ex. And now she gets with Destiny. And now she's getting with another guy. So people were asking me like, how does she get with a guy like this? How does she get with Harry Styles? That's how she gets with Harry Styles. Because that's the established pattern. It's the emo pattern. I have a great article. Maybe Sam, if you can pull this up for me, it'd be great. I have an article on the Rational Mail called "Tickle Me Emo," and it explains why women will get with weesh guys, and we'll stick it out with weesh guys, right? If that's the context, because if those are the guys that the women feel secure with and they have some sort of power over, then that's sort of the pattern. It's going back to what worked. It's the sure thing. And I would also probably, again, I hate to be armchair psychologist here, but I would also diagnose her somewhat with borderline personality disorder, at least from what I've been able to tell. Now, what was this video from? This video was the very first video that was shot when they were getting together. This is before they were married. Okay. So you've got a woman who got scooped up, who got amogged, like Destiny amogged that guy in that video. And now Destiny is getting amogged by the guy on the right side of this screen right here. That's the new guy. I don't know his name. I don't care to know his name. He's Mr. Weesh. He's a Weesh. It's Harry Styles. That's the pattern, man. And I will tell you this, I think the great awakening or the slap in the face, the cold bucket of fucking truth that needs to be poured over your head, Destiny, is this is a red pill principle. She's not yours. It was just your turn. You just got to turn. You just got to ride. Maybe she's a serial monogamous. I don't know. Maybe she needed to have her taxes paid off. There's been some rumor about how she had 300 grand in taxes that she needed to get paid off. And now it's like, you know what? I'm just done. I'm just out of this. Women check out of a marriage or check out of a relationship long before guys really even realize that they have. But it's not even that. It's this fucking self-righteous, smug, smarmy bullshit that both of them have been putting together, have been broadcasting for the last, 18 months, certainly a year and a half, maybe at least certainly this last year for sure. Certainly since Lex Friedman's interview with the both of them. And every goddamn time she's on Saucecast, it's like, oh yeah, she completely contradicts everything. She just wants to be like contrarian when it comes to the red pill. And guess what? Here it is, black and white. You're the shining best illustration of it. And you want to talk about cognitive dissonance? Now, maybe I'll turn on Tiffany Fox with this, but women have no trouble with cognitive dissonance whatsoever. Period. I know people say, what do you mean? Oh, don't they get inner turmoil? No, they don't. And especially when that cognitive dissonance is charged by hypergamy. If women are faced with two conflicting ideas or two conflicting concepts, or one, like it's a right versus right or a wrong versus wrong, and it's a cognitive dissonance, and either one of those outcomes will benefit her in terms of her hypergamous life plan, is no problem in holding both of those conflicting ideas at the same time. So when she's out there and she's broadcasting this, oh, thank you. That tickle me email. Put that in the, if you would put that in the chat, I would appreciate it. But yeah. So, well, why does she go for the emo guy instead of, that's another thing, is this is also, God, there's so many little gems in this one story. It's also a perfect example of dual mating strategy as opposed to mate switching hypothesis, which is supposed to be the new hotness right now. Why in the fuck would she go out with Harry Styles? Why would she be with this motherfucker when she could be with the other guy? When she could be with the blue haired dude? Why? Rolo, isn't she supposed to trade up? Yeah, well, let's also look at it from this way as well. Is like, first of all, she probably really fucked up in the head. But then the other thing is, who knows what her hypergamous priorities happen to be. Now, well, what are you talking about? I'm talking about this. Okay, this is the timeline here. Okay, you got to go back to my second book to really wrap your head around this. She was 25 at the time, or she was 23 at the time. I'm not really sure when they got married. He's 34. She's 25. Is that what the current ages are right now? Either way, she's entering into her epiphany phase. He's or at least coming into his own as far as his own that peak sexual market value years. Whether you can make a case for that or not, I don't know. But what happens is during the you see where I start status, like in the gray lines down there below, status at about 25 years old. That's like the guy has no clear status. He seems to be very maladjusted, but it could also be that she just simply wants to get away from Destiny, and this was her way of getting out of it. It could have been that she just you know what, I'm done with this guy. I need a legitimate way. She's according to the forums, according to the Reddits and Discord, she's been living with this guy. How you allow that as a dude? Yeah. But the problem I have with this is I'm seeing this guy, the Harry Styles guy. I'm seeing that as a springboard. She's not so much into the guy. She's that done with Destiny that this guy seems like a good alternative. So you have to put it into context. Oh, she's doing all these fucked up things. He says he's going to off himself if she doesn't do what I tell. If he doesn't break up with me or doesn't divorce me, blah blah. Well, it could be that she's monkey branching. She just wants to get out of Destiny's, world and get into something else. She's already got her own. I mean, she can make her own money. She's already a somewhat, well-known internet celebrity. She won't be much. There won't be much left of her, let's just say, after the divorce. But who knows what their financial situations are? I don't know, and I don't fucking care. But I do know this is a contextual perspective right here. This is like, is that guy more alpha than like, I hate having to even make this fucking comparison, because I'm going to say, from what I can see, and this is just like my own observation here, I don't know. I will say that the body language is much different, right? Even the guy in the dress, right? He's sitting in her lap and she's like, she's doing it. She's okay with it. Whereas in the other one, by the way, the reason I used that video is because that's when they first got together. That was in the first, those are some of the first videos, or I think they're the first videos of the two of them together. And Destiny poached Melina from that dude. And now this dude on the right is poaching Melina from Destiny. And be, oh, that's karmic justice. Roll. Well, you call it what you want to. Again, I could be wrong. This could be one big hose job. But if I have to give you guys an explanation, this is most definitely a dual mating strategy to get away from Destiny. Not so much because he's such a great guy and it would be different. Imagine she gets with a guy that looks, like, and acts like John Zerka. I couldn't see that happening with her, like wanting to get away from that guy. But be that as it may.